Howdy, Entheos here. Good day to you. Uh, well, as some of you, well, actually the group to which I'm going to post this, you've probably seen, I decided to try some Ormus experimentation. It took me a few days to get all the parts because I couldn't find the stuff locally, so now I have more Bokek sea salt and sodium hydroxide than I ever expected to have in the house. And having two reasonably young children, believe me, it's out of the way. So, what day was that? I think Friday afternoon, maybe Saturday morning, I went ahead and did it. Probably Friday. Shit, I don't know. Pardon me, bad words. Um, and it was cool. The initial thing was very easy, so if you're looking to make Ormus, don't be worried about it. The hardest part is getting the materials. Um, so I've let it settle and washed it several times, and it's getting to the point where I have it in a mason jar, as you can see. And I just decanted, so it's going to be, and then I shook it, so really you're not going to notice, but once it settles, you still get a little bit of a line. Since last night I only had about half a centimeter on here, so I just decanted that off, and I figured this is probably dense enough to start using. I had some last night, but it wasn't in isolation, and frankly I've had some caffeine, so this may not be either. But I think it's dense enough to try. Now, I'm going to keep letting it go down, because what I'd rather have is like an Ormus cream or a thick Ormus soup. Something that's more condensed and maybe able to be used in different applications. Why not? At the end of the day, whatever it is, it's minerals from the Dead Sea, and it's water. I don't know the exact pH because I don't have an electronic pH tester. The only thing I can deal with are some kind of very narrow band tests for Aquariae. And what I do know is that it's over 7.6. But what I also know is I drank some last night and I'm not dead, and my stomach's not burned out. So it's not too basic. So shall we? What I'm going to do, I have a little shot of water here because I'm more of a shot person in general than I am drink a big thing. You know. Ew, this looks, let's not even go into what this looks like. Okay, so I'm going to use this little thing. This is a 5 milliliter dude. Now I'm not going to be able to do this for very long because I can't reach down in here with this. But I'm going to go well under the surface, and I've already shaken it, so it should be even. Okay. See how this looks when mixed with water, and mind you, this isn't too much water. It's very interesting. You can still see that the separation layer is very obvious, and if you notice that on this, the regular filtered water I've got in there, it immediately rose to the top because it's not saturated like this. This is like a saturated, what, colloidal solution or something. It basically is super saturated, and it's taken some time to get dense. But this is not. This is what I just pulled out. The water is what I pulled out of my refrigerator filter thing. So almost no odor, basically none. I'm going to get 10 milliliters. I don't know what the amount should be. If I wasn't carrying so much, I just dump some of it in the cup and drink it. However, I'm not. Oh, hey. Okay. Beautiful. Well, that looks really neat. It's like the storms of Jupiter. which is what any kind of system of liquids that don't quite mix and gases look like there. Okay, when stirred, it's opaque but translucent, and frankly, it doesn't really have much of a smell. If I recall from last night, it was a little bit salty, but very, very, very minimally. Almost no flavor. Good. Definitely got thicker towards the bottom. Definitely got thicker towards the bottom. Looking forward to seeing what the stuff is like after it settles some more. And I'll have my kids for a couple of nights. And I think on Wednesday afternoon I'm going to set out to make another container of the Ormus. And this time I'm going to use a turkey baster to decant, because every time I poured it, unless you pour it super slowly, and even if you do, the water pouring out pulls like a vacuum on the Ormus, and you lose some. But you know what? You lost like 0.00001% of a penny. So don't cry for me, Argentina. But what I'm going to do on that one is I'm going to really, 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 really let it settle. I have enough here that's going to last me for a while, and I'm going to continue to let it settle. But I want to see what happens if I really, 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 really let this thing settle. Like settle overnight for a week, every day. I don't plan on needing to do a wash every day, but I'll probably do 3 or 4 washes with fresh distilled water, and let's just see how far it can go down. I mean, I have a feeling I'm going to be touching this, so it's not going to be a very good control experiment. Well, I'm going to go see. I'm not going to make any claims. If nothing else, it's an excellent mineral supplement, and God knows I need that.